Hi, it's Tanya from My Working Life, and today we're in the kitchen and we are making sauteed shredded Brussels sprouts. This is a really easy, quick, delicious Brussels sprout recipes that is going to be flavored with some apple, some blue cheese, because oh my gosh, I love blue cheese, and a little bit of honey to sweeten it up. Now, if you like this kind of content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also hit that bell notification so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Also, please give me a thumbs up if you like this content. All right, let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is you're going to want to get them Brussels sprouts ready. So I've got here about a pound of Brussels sprouts that have been washed. I've also got a Granny Smith apple. We're going to shred all of these. Now what I'm going to do is chop off little, root pieces of each Brussels sprout. I'm not even sure if this is necessary if you're going to shred them, but I am going to get rid of them because it's going to make me feel better. It's gonna make you feel better. I don't know. You could also get a pack of Brussels sprouts that have already been shredded to make this a little bit quicker and easier, but if you've got a food processor, you could also just shred these yourself. You could also use a knife and just cut them very thinly. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and prep my Granny Smith apple. Just gonna chop that down the middle. I'm going to cut these into 4 pieces and, kind of get rid of the little bit of seeds and core on this because I don't want to eat shredded apple seed when I'm eating this dish. Alrighty, so I am going to take those shredded Brussels sprouts and I'm going to add that to a bowl because I want to shred my apple slices separately because I'm going to add them to the saute skillet at different times. I'm not going to worry about cleaning it out. It's cool as long as the majority of the Brussels are not in there. Woohoo! So for my apples, I'm going to use the shredding disc for these because I want these to actually shred. Add our apple slices or apple chunks and we're gonna shred those like so. I have got here a large skillet. This is about a 12-inch skillet. If you can, the larger the better. So if you got a 12 to 14 inch, that's great because we are going to go ahead and saute those sprouts and you want to spread them out. All right, so I'm heating this olive oil over medium heat, and I'm going to go ahead and just put the sprouts and spread them out as much as I can, and we're going to leave them undisturbed for about a minute. And we want the bottom of those sprouts to get a little bit of a char. Make sure it's just medium heat because we don't want to burn them. After a minute, like I said, we're going to go in and kind of give it a little bit of stir. You kind of see some of those bits on the bottom have already started to crisp. Just a little bit for flavor. If you need to give it another minute, that's fine. That's actually what I'm going to do this time because this is a lot of Brussels. So I'm going to give this another minute of undisturbed cooking on the bottom just to give it a little bit of time to crisp up. All right, so I've got enough brown bits for me in here. And at this point, now I'm going to go ahead and add that juicy apple that we shredded. And I'm just going to add this in and I'm going to cook this for about an additional 5 to 6 minutes while those Brussels sprouts continue to cook down and get a little bit soft. And the apples are going to do the same. So these have been cooking for about 5 minutes. As you can see or feel, actually, you should be able to feel them being really, really soft. If you want them a little bit softer, cook them a little bit longer. But it is so soft that I'm going to go ahead and finish the recipe. I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of honey. Will that make it sweet? Kind of. But we're also going to add blue cheese at the end. And blue cheese is salty. So it's a good balance of sweet and salty, especially pairing along with the Brussels sprouts. Oh, nice. Just a little bit. Oh, that smells good. All right. It's time for me to remove this from the heat. And now I'm going to go ahead and top that with some, what's that stuff called? Blue cheese. Crumbled blue cheese. Whew. Okay. So now I'm going to add that blue cheese. I'm going to add about a quarter a cup. I'm just going to guesstimate this time. Quarter cup of blue cheese. And you want to do this while this is still warm so that blue cheese kind of melts in there. And then you're also going to want to season this with salt and pepper to taste. I'm a salt and pepper. All of it in the dish. Like this is seasoned with salt and freshly ground black pepper. Get a good, nice bit. Ooh, this is still hot. It's hot. But this is a really quick and easy side dish. And let me tell you, if you're not a fan of Brussels sprouts, you're going to like this. Because it doesn't really taste like Brussels sprouts, but it does, but it doesn't. And it just tastes good. All right, I'm going to let this cool before I take a bite. It's really hot. That blue cheese is coming through, but it's not too hard, like not too strong, because that honey is just like, well, you know. All right, guys, until the next time.